Ice Twitter Jag. Okay, so I'm back. So I said I was going to mention another sci-fi show, and one of my other favorite sci-fi show genres is in the Doctor Who franchise on BBC. I've been with them since they started back up with what was it, season 5, I think, the original Doctor, 1995, all the way up to the 11th Doctor, which I'm currently watching now. So I really enjoy the series. Doctor Who shows like that possibility of what can happen if you believe in the universe and all of its capability, and what if you came across an alien who looked like us and who could time travel and had lost their home, and this is the premise of the show, and they took you on a journey. You were like them, like you became a traveling companion. You just saw so much, and the world became such a bigger place to where you were addicted. Like, coming back home would just be too boring. Maybe it's not exciting enough because this guy's going through time, past, present, future, different planets. Like, he has a phone book, right? I'm sorry, phone booth that acts as a spaceship flying in the air. It's called the TARDIS. It's a dimensional space vortex where you go into the booth, and it's bigger in the inside. Okay, yeah, it's bigger in the inside, and it goes on like forever. It's got another dimension inside of it. So it's a real proper spaceship, and it's an exciting show. It's kind of childish at sometimes, but you learn to love it and appreciate it. It's like whimsical. Like, it learns. I think it helps to bring out the play within us. Like, even as we're adults, you learn to still be playful and still have joy, like a child still, because he takes you on a journey, and you don't have to be like a teeny bopper. Because Doctor Who character is a really old character. Like, like when it started, he's a really older character, and every time he transforms, he'll get a little bit younger, but he's still, based off an older gentleman character. So you might see him with companions from as young as like maybe, they're less than 20 or early 20s to 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. It doesn't matter. Like, you see a lot of older people being represented on the show, which I do enjoy. I don't like seeing shows where it's not really realistic. They always want to see, like in America, like you want to see like younger, the prettiest, it's always about the youngest and the prettiest, and it's not reality. So I like the show in a sense where it appreciates different age groups. And you see a lot of older people in there, a lot of mature people, and they're highly respected. They have like a real love for those people and their wisdom, and just their beauty. And I like the whole show. Um, it's very fun. It's not really a lot of technical science. Like, you don't really learn science in the show. It's just more of like, to me, I feel like it's a fantasy. It's just more about like telling a story. But yeah, it creates its own little culture, its own little, culture that you learn about. And it's pretty fun. The aliens are fun, like the costumes of different races. It's fun to look at. Um, really like the show. I like his companions from the last season, which were, if you start watching it, he has different companions. But the 11th Doctor, I liked Amy and Rory. So what's that, like 2011? Not really good with the year. I think that, yeah. I'm not sure when the 11th Doctor started, but it's the 11th Doctor, and his companions, Rory and Amy. Those seasons are really good. I liked his companions there. And before he had transformed, because he's an alien that transforms his appearance when he's about to die, so he looks different. That's how they're able to bring on different actors. So it might be confusing if you don't know, like, why is this guy always different? But it's supposed to be like the same character, same personality, but just with a different face. But what was it, the 10th Doctor, David Tennant? Yeah, David Tennant. I liked his companion with, what's her name? Excuse me, blonde-haired girl. I forget right now, but it's like his love interest. I liked her. But I like Clara. I like this new one right now on the 11th Doctor, Clara. I really feel like the Doctor Who has found his match. Like, the energies are just right, and you got two mad clever people together, and I think that's why they changed the whole theme of the song a bit with the red background, and it's pretty fun to watch, and it's exciting to see where they'll go next with it. So I do like the whole impossibility of, you know, of the show, like of things just happening, and just when you thought something, like practical, oh, this is not going to work, but it works. It's just as long as you keep doing the effort and you believe in, like, it always happens. Like, they always get through in another situation. So he can always, for the most part, save some people and save some worlds and do some things, do some great things. So I just like that possibility of um, being as great as you can be. So it's that theme there again, being as great as you can be and believing that you can do just that, right? Um, yeah, it's kind of like a romance story too, because he's always like searching for something because he lost his family and his home. So I warm up to that too, because I think there's so many times that we're lost in ourselves and we're always searching for home again. So I see the aspect in the character, and I do appreciate that. Let's see. Okay, if you watch the show, he has a lot of foes, some that get repeated. I think the more memorable foes are the dialects. They're these little miniature robots that have human brains that are reprogrammed to be more of a mechanical nature. It's just funny the way their voice. Exterminate!
Oswin? No, 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 Oswin! Oswin! Listen, Oswin, you don't have to do this! Oswin! Oswin!
Exterminate! Like, it's just, you probably laugh, but then this is much what I'm gonna say about it. If you're not interested, you're not interested. But if you like to try new things and be open-minded, that's the show I suggest. It's like fun, it's an adventure. You might end up watching more than one episode and get hooked like I was. I mean, I first got Netflix, I did like whole series from like when the first Doctor, when he reopened it back up from the first Doctor 1995 to like and beyond to the 11th Doctor. I watched the whole series like back to back, back to back. Anyway, Doctor Who, check it out. I swear to Jay.